We're now joined on phone by our Western Kenya reporter Robert Wanyonyi, who is in Bungoma where it all happened. Robert, what can you tell us about the reaction of Bungoma County to the expose on the Bungoma District Hospital?
Thank you very much, Brother Boni Tunya. Right now we are in Bungoma, whereby since morning we have been receiving various reactions from leaders in this county, apart from the threats that have been leveled against me, but I think we'll dwell on the story itself. The Bungoma governor, after having sent his statement, we have also received some reactions from various human rights organizations like Matiho Torture Survivors Organization, like the Jukwaa la Katiba organization that have mobilized residents to demonstrate in case the government doesn't take some action against the nurses who are captured on the footage. And right now what I can tell you is that around midday today we have received a call from the hospital saying that they are owning up that the incident really happened and it occurred on the 9th of August around 10 p.m. And what they are doing right now is that they are zeroing in on the nurses who are on duty at that time and maybe communicate to the country what type of action they are going to take regarding that footage.
Right. Robert, what is the reaction of the local people regarding that hospital? And have we had other cases of negligence reported from the same institution?
Yeah, local people who have talked to us have said that they are glad that finally KTN has brought this issue to the fore, because many people have been reporting cases of negligence, children dying at the hands of the nurses, and even mothers being scolded, assaulted, beaten up, and many cases have been reported, like the one you have just talked about, the Bumula one, the girl from Bumula who delivered, and after delivering through cesarean section, the doctors who did the operation were Indian doctors who mistakenly left some cotton wool and fissures in her womb. And when we followed up on the story, we were scolded also by the administration, who said we are like trying to follow up on very many negative aspects at the hospital. And residents are glad that finally KTN has exposed this, and they are urging the government to follow up on the matter and take some decisive action against those involved.
Robert, other than the governor for that particular region, do we have any other government official or even the Ministry of Health commenting about the issue?
Apart from the governor, the other person, the leader who has called KTN to express concerns over the same footage is a former assistant minister for internal security, and also is a former MP for Kandui, Alfred Hangati, who also paid a courtesy call, not a courtesy call anyway, but it was an impromptu visit to the hospital in 2011, whereby he came face to face with some mistreatment of patients, and also discovered that there were some children who had died and just abandoned there at a particular corner. So Hangati said that later in the day he is expected to address a press conference and maybe shed some more light about what really happens in that hospital. And also some residents have said that in case the government doesn't come up to take some decisive action against what goes on in that hospital, they are mobilizing for a massive demonstration maybe on the streets beginning tomorrow.
All right, Robert Wanyonyi coming to us from Bungoma where it all happened. Robert, many thanks. We'll be coming to you for more details regarding this particular story. And of course, we have reports that the KTN team in Bungoma has indeed received threats over that particular expose. Now, here is the expose that KTN ran last night, highlighting the plight of the shocking story of a woman who delivered all by herself on the floor of the Bungoma District Hospital. In this KTN exclusive, we brought you footage of the woman's ordeal. Two nurses at the hospital merely stood by, shouting at her for soiling the floor. And none of the nurses even bothered to rescue the unborn baby who had fallen on the floor as the mother writhed in labor pains. We wish to warn you that some of the footage in this particular story may be disturbing.
Even tilted at an angle and slightly grainy, the video gives a clear picture of the goings-on in the delivery room. A woman is in the final stages of labor with her baby halfway out. But instead of giving birth on a hospital bed, already in pain, she has the added discomfort of giving birth on a cold, unhygienic hospital floor. The nurses come in, but instead of offering comfort, they take turns hurling harsh words at the patient. They cannot believe she dared to give birth on the floor. None of them can even spare a thought for the newborn. The baby's cries are totally ignored. This was one woman's experience at the Bungoma District Hospital Labour Ward. The video was taken on a mobile telephone by another expectant woman waiting to be admitted.
There was this woman, because for the time I was there, he was walking here and there, going to the labor ward, coming back, and they were telling her, your time is not yet. Can you go back to the ward and settle down? If you feel like you want to push out, you'll come to the labor ward, but for now, go back.
The baby had started to crown while the expectant woman was still in the labor ward.
So it happened that there was no nurse around at that time. This woman was on the floor. She started pushing, and there were some women also on the same ward. They went around calling for the nurses to come and help. They took time, they did not come.
And when the nurses came, they did little to help.
Instead of helping the mother, they were just slapping her, telling her, why are you delivering on the floor? You could have gone to the other side. What shocked me most, she was told to wake up and walk to the delivery room after they have taken the baby with everything. Walk up to the delivery room so that we finish the procedure there. They told her they cannot bend to finish the procedure on the floor.
The incident saw the expectant woman who was filming it change her mind about giving birth at the hospital.
I just told my husband, I'm scared and I can't wait for that. So we just walked out and went to another hospital.
KTN confronted the nurse in charge of the ward. She pointed out challenges faced by public hospitals in the wake of a decree by the government waiving maternity fees in public hospitals. The number of expectant women coming in, she claimed, had proved overwhelming.
Mistreatment hakuna. Not unless sema hiyo mtu anaona kama ako ignored because we have also shortage. We have few nurses. Okay. And we need more nurses to come in also.
Bungoma District Hospital has come under fire in recent weeks for cases of alleged medical negligence. Earlier, a woman claimed to have been operated on after doctors carrying out a cesarean section left cotton wool in her womb. And even as the hospital defends itself against these allegations, the woman who delivered her baby on a cold, hard floor has a different story to tell, one that will stay with her forever. Wilkis Anyabwa, KTN.